Morning, y'all. Rick Fearless, Fairless, Strokers Dallas, Strokers Ice House, Punchwally Garage and Fearless Services. Good morning. You okay? Okay. Today is Wednesday, January 17th, 2024, year of our Lord. In My Life, the 366 Project, season number 2, episode number 17. Today, the Mr. Peabody Wayback Machine goes back to 1969. So I'm going to cover Hard Liquor, Monkey's Uncle, Cornflakes, and John Lennon. Let's go. Back in the late 60s, in those days, I notice I say that a lot in these videos, in those days. They were better days, I'm just telling you. In those days, the neighbors used to be friends. And I remember the neighbors used to, they would come over probably once a month, and Mom and Pop would have these big poker games. And I remember we even had a poker table. And Mom and Pop would, and a lot of the times it was the men playing poker, and then the women were sitting around talking and drinking, and sometimes they played cards. I just remember a bunch of the neighbors playing poker, playing cards, the kids running around, a lot of beer drinking, a lot of hard liquor flowing, a lot of talk about the Vietnam War. You know, it was back in a day when your neighbors were your friends. And some of my neighbors where I live are good friends. Some of them I don't even know. My next door neighbor on one side, I think I've said hi to him a couple of times. Wouldn't know him if he walked in the room. That's not the way it used to be. We knew all our neighbors back in the day. There's some neighbors that I have now that are so nice and so special. Across the street from me are the Shoemakers. They own Toyota of Irving. Wonderful people. Love those people. But back in the day, you knew all your neighbors. So, love your neighbor, will you? Let's check that truck. Check that truck, you big old... What? Ooh, hey, what you got there? You cold outside, huh, Rick? Yeah, these are another pair of Woolrich, see? So what you have here are some, I don't know what these are called. Woolrich, red and black and gray. They're pretty cool. They're pretty warm. Solid black logo, black toe, black sole, double black racing stripes, 2 vent hose, black shoestrings, but they got some gray in there, 1 eye down, double knotted for safety. These are, say it with me, y'all, these are some handsome chucks. Yes, they are some handsome chucks. Glad to have them on a cold day. I think yesterday the temperatures ranged from 12 to 25 or 28. Today it's supposed to be like 15 to 41 or 2. It's the first time we've been above freezing in 3 days. I don't like it. Dad joke. This is a quote from the famous Phyllis Diller. Never go to bed mad. Stay up and fight. I think Phyllis Diller had a bunch of different husbands. She probably had a lot of staying up and fight. Southern slang. Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle. Did y'all ever used to say that? Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle. That's like an act of surprise. Get off the couch. Stroker's Dallas merch. Y'all check that out. Looking for a motorcycle, looking for a shirt, looking for a hoodie, looking for a hat, looking for a tumbler, whatever they call these things. Looking for koozies. We got tie-dye koozies around here somewhere. We got all kinds of things. Wouldn't hurt you to look at them. Get off the couch, a motivational minute. Strong people don't put people down. They lift them up. So what does that mean, Mr. Fairless? Well, that means be there for others. That means if somebody's not having a good day, or maybe they're not in a happy spot in their life, you can help them. And maybe it's just some encouraging words. Maybe that's all it is. Maybe it's just encouraging words. But encouraging words are remembered long after everything else is forgot. You don't have to do financial aid. You don't have to go over and make huge commitments. Just be there. Somebody wants to bend your ear. Somebody wants to vent. Be there. You can do it. I'm going to do it with you. Okay. I'm going to leave you with this. You know, one of my favorite groups, my favorite group is the Beatles. Just look how much they did in a short time. I mean, they were only together 8 years, 9 years. They're still the biggest selling band ever. John Lennon wrote a song called Good Morning, Good Morning, Good Morning, Good Morning. But he wrote it, he was watching, and the Good Morning song was on the Sgt. Pepper album. So he wrote it, he was watching a BBC sitcom called Meet the Wife, and there was a Cornflakes commercial. So he wrote that song in just a few minutes after seeing the commercial. And I can understand, sometimes I get inspiration on different things, on a bike or just life, seeing a billboard or a phrase you hear on TV or something. So you never know where inspiration is gonna strike. But in 1967, inspiration came in the form of a Cornflakes commercial to John Lennon. And that, boys and girls, is the rest of the story. So are you still digging the In My Life 366 videos? Go to my YouTube channel, youtube.com. Do that for me. Subscribe. It's free. All right, Rick Fearless. I'm going to see you tomorrow, or I'll be a monkey's uncle. Love you. Bye.